We've got our first snowfall. I'm so glad I just planted my tulips a couple of days ago. So let's watch my planting of my tulips video because right now we're covered of snow. It's amazing how just a couple of days after we have snow. Hope you enjoy. Okay, welcome back. As the same outfit, I just finished packing my geranium. I put it inside. So now I'm really trying to get this how do you call it, planting my tulips, get it done. I showed you this is 100 pieces of double garnish neck. Also, I have been buying a lot from Home Depot, also from a garden center. Different types. I have, when I went to Walter's Garden, they were 30% off. So they were 34, so what's maybe $20 something. And I don't have this Michael whatever, nice color. So it's like an orangey, it's like a bicolor, but looks really nice. And it's the same thing. It's more pinkish, and this one is really nice color with kind of reddish and yellow. So also this is a Qatar, really nice red, deep red with like a fringy in the side. Really nice. Maybe I can find a picture and I can put it in a screen. And that's from Home Depot. They were 50% off. And my son said, "Mom, you don't need all these tulips, Paul." I said, "Yes, be quiet, don't tell you that." So I have lots of pinks. I feel like last year I don't have a lot of pinks. I have a lot of red and yellows because I just buy a package, you know. And they're at Triumph. They're just singles. But I have also double pink. So this one is nice. Kind of pinkish red and yellow. So more like a pink actually. But it's like a bicolor as well. So really pretty. This is the one that is nice to plant in your garden. It's a Darwin hybrid. It perennializes and it comes back for me every year. It's like every year they show up in my garden. So some of these I'm not sure, unless you probably, because tulips are really annuals, you can treat it like an annuals, but some are very nice to actually come back. They come back when you actually leave the leaves till they turn brown. But if you're gonna cut it up and remove the whole thing, they're not gonna come back to you. But so unless sometimes you don't want to deal with all those leaves, ugly leaves, right? So we tend to just remove tulips. So anyway, let's find a place where we can plant all this and have a nice show next year. I don't know how many I have. So I might have maybe at least 300 pieces, more or less 300, because this is 40. I have 100 here. 100. I ordered this from my neighbor, and a bunch of like 30 somewhere. So anyway, let's go and walk around in the garden. I'm trying to get this done. Okay, I broke my tripod. Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking to put some in here, especially this yellow and pink color. Foxtrot. Call it foxtrot. That here. So this is my cottage garden. A bunch of pinkies and purple in here. During the springtime. And look at guys, my Litchfield angel decide to come out. It's supposed to be a whitish, I don't know, by it's more like a peach. And also this one here is one of my favorite rose, Ada. They have, these guys had a huge bloom, and even that one. So yeah, I'm just gonna staggered a bunch in here. I have to be careful because I also have lots of alliums and tulips in here from last year. So let's just dug a hole. I can't maybe show you guys because my tripod is broken, so I'm just gonna dig a hole and plant my tulips. So for tulips, 6 inches, and put your tulips most likely top and the bottom. But if you're not sure, you just put it down. It's maybe don't put upside down, because sometimes it's some plants, they're having a hard time looking for lights. It's better to just put it like, you know. So I know some farmers, they just throw maybe their tulips, but you know what, it's easier. Just dig a hole, put your tulips upside down. Okay, 25 tulips is in this area. So you know what, guys, it's nice to plant tulips or garlics, because right now you don't see them, they were underneath the ground, and when the spring comes, you have all these beautiful blooms. And I'm very hopeful every time I plant these guys. I'm very hopeful for the spring to have a good show for the spring. So it's like here, a bunch there. So all these had 25. So hopefully they survive from the squirrels and bunnies that we have all here in my backyard. So yeah, so now I have to find another spots in my garden to plant all this, and I'm not gonna able to show you a bunch of it because my tripod broke down. So anyway, I'll show you guys when I'm done. So I'm in front of my chicken coop. I don't know yet the name of this garden bed. Maybe I can call this a chicken coop garden because my girls are just there. So I kind of imagine to have pinks. I have 3 pinks, and I have those little pinks, pretty princess. I don't know, but I try to imagine pinks all over in this garden with my roses, a bunch of my roses in here. I have like 7 roses, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4 for the David Austin. So yeah, I'm just gonna dig a hole and bury these bulbs and see how they grow and if they survive our winter here, if they come up for me. I'm very hopeful. I gonna group them three there, 3, and I want to make sure this is like my pathway here when I enter this garden. So a bunch of groupings of 3 and 2s over here. So it would be, I was thinking it would look good if I do the groupings rather than just one by one. So I'm not so sure yet if I want to add that, because it's not really pink, it's just a tinge of pink, but maybe I will as well. Not sure yet. So let me dig a hole and plant these guys. I end up using a bone meal. I don't want to use my bone meal, but then I don't want to go to the store and buy blood meal. Normally I use blood meal because then those critters don't go over there. So but anyway, that's it. So okay, let me finish all this and I'll show you what I did. Okay, I planted 6 around here and a bunch of groupings in here and over there. So yeah, it's a lot of work, Dig a hole 6 inches down and put all those bulbs. It's actually tiring. I've been here in the garden for like, oh my gosh, couple hours after I did all my geraniums and packing those and all this whatever. So anyway, I have to go eat lunch. It's 1:30. So anyway guys, I still have a bunch. I don't know, I might finish it today or not really. And anyway, I'm not gonna show you all this planting, but my battery is very low, so I'll just end up here. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me planting my tulips, and hopeful for next year that I have a great show of these spring bulbs. Every time I film there's rain. This is the second time. So anyway, thank you guys, have a great day, happy planting, and see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, the rest I'm gonna put a bunch in front because this is my grandma's garden. I did a lot of makeover in here and planted a bunch of sedum, and also I'm thinking to put that in the ground, that bird's nest evergreen. It's starting to rain now, so I'm gonna have to do quick this. I'm gonna do this very quickly. Just dug a hole 40 and 6 of that yellow thingy color. So anyway, it's gonna be nice. At least I have tulips in here. There's a lot of tulips in this area already, but I don't know because I move around plants, so they'll show up whenever, if they survive for this year, if they come back for me. So I'm just gonna plant this in here because this is gonna be my annual area for next year. So let's do this. So the rest of the double Goldschnick tulips are in this garden bed, which is like my driveway garden. Like 100 pieces. It doesn't seem like, it seems like a lot, but if you planted it, it's not. I don't know. Hopefully, this bed would be look gorgeous again. It's like, but I find it every year. It feels like less than what I used to. But I keep adding it every fall. But yeah, I just had to deal with it during spring, not to cut back right away. I had to leave it until the foliage turned yellow or brown, and before it cut backs, I just had to deal with the ugly foliage. So yeah, hoping for a good show next year for 2026. It would be beautiful if everything, you know, uh, comes up. So anyway, more leaves to be raked. It's like all this walnut leaves is done, but I still have to continue raking. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and try planting tulips if you're in a cold climate, and yeah, to have a beautiful show during the spring. Have a great fall time and happy planting. Bye.